Have you ever wondered what exactly goes into a full club fitting?
At a top class golf club manufacturer.
In this video, prepare to find out exactly why a club fitting could be the best thing that you've ever done.
As we get fitted by PXG.
Hello and welcome back to the channel for the first time in potentially a long time. If you don't know already, my name's Aaron, many call me the Bear.
And my name is Scott, a 7 handicapper, also known as Limp, and you may have seen in our previous video that I am now over here in Vancouver, Canada, while Ozzie is still in Aberdeen.
But don't think that stopped the channel, because today we are here with a very exciting partnership.
No, me and Ozzie are not going out.
Yes, that's right, we are teaming up with golf club manufacturer PXG, and we are very excited to give you the brand new product launch range in the Gen 6 irons and woods.
Now, an interesting fact you may have seen over on our TikTok or Instagram, go and check those out and give them a follow if you haven't already, is that we have already been fitted for Gen 5 clubs from PXG, and I have to say they are epic. Kaboom, baby.
Obviously, with the changes to the channel, we've held off in this video for a little while, but now we're ready to get going.
But we've said enough here. Let's just get stuck right into this video. Okay, so we're here with Mark Thompson in Shaughnessy Golf and Country Club in Vancouver, and today we're going to be going through the fitting. Could you just tell the viewers a little bit about the process we're going to go through?
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to go through the PXG fitting process today. Usually we'll start with the irons. We'll go into the woods. Super important to get fit. We've got the TrackMan technology that's going to give us a ton of data. We're looking to optimize the ball play, right? Spin rates, launch angle, descend angle, attack angle. There's tons of things that we factor in for finding the right combination for you. As you can see, we've got lots of shaft options, right? So pairing that up with the right head, the right loft, the right lie, the right length, it's going to optimize ball flight and eventually, result in lower scores.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks very much.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
So we'll start with Ozzie's fitting in Aberdeen, and as Mark mentioned, the standard process is for them to start with the irons, and that's exactly what Ozzie did. As Ozzie was hitting each shot, Aaron was asking him how each shot felt, and more specifically, if he felt the ball flight was natural for him. The first change was to try a 2 degrees upright iron, which did the trick. This brought Ozzie back to his preferred 5-yard draw with the irons, and Aaron explained to him the reason for this is a combination of lie angle and his height, which originally brought the feeling of the hands flipping. The last change on the irons was to try a different head, the CV head specifically, still with 2 degrees upright. The issue Ozzie was having with this one is that the sweet spot on the head is a bit smaller, but when you hit it right, it does give a higher ball flight. In general, this might be something that players want to achieve. However, with Ozzie playing mostly links courses, he wants to keep that ball just a little bit lower. It didn't take him long to go back to the original P head, and that's what he settled on. There was just one last conversation regarding grip size, and Ozzie ended up going for the mid-size grip, the same as he got on the Gen 5s. Next up for Ozzie was his woods, starting with the 3-wood. And again, Ozzie would start with the Gen 5 15-degree 3-wood. Aaron mentioned to the Bear that he should be hitting shots the same percentage-wise as he would on the course. As he mentioned, he would hit about 75% of 3-woods off the tee and 25% off the deck, and he would follow that through for the fitting. This is a club that Ozzie hits really well, so he didn't want too much changed as he gets that effortless hit that he really wants. Due to this, he moved to the Gen 6 with the exact same specs to begin with. He was hitting it really well, and they quickly agreed they would keep the same specs for good. In a little bit of a bag switch up, next was the same spec 5-wood, which Ozzie was immediately liking. In Gen 5, Ozzie used a 3 hybrid 2 iron combination, but Aaron explained to him that 5-wood is easier to launch higher and land softer compared to a 3 hybrid with the same loft. But actually, you might think that he doesn't need the 3 hybrid after what I've just said, but they've gone with it anyway. This time, they've gone with the Gen 6 XF head and set it back to 20 degrees. This would actually be good for Ozzie as it allows him to get a bit of a higher launch on that hybrid compared to his Gen 5, and it would work really well gapping his irons to the brand new 5-wood. A few minor adjustments were needed to the weights in the hybrid, and this worked well, giving Ozzie the exact shape and distance he was looking for. Finally, for the driver. Ozzie started out with the Gen 5 9-degree to give Aaron an idea of what changes were needed, if any. He then asked Ozzie what the usual bad shot was with driver, and if you've watched our videos before, you'll know it's caught out of the heel for the Bear. After a few of those, Aaron changed him out for the Gen 6 9-degree driver with some added weight in the heel. This just gave Ozzie a bit more versatility with his ball flight, meaning he could just change the tee height to suit what he needs, and the weight itself gave Ozzie a bit more forgiveness for those shots that he caught out of the heel as well. Now let's see how I got on in Vancouver. We started off with the irons where Mark was asking me if I was happy with my current setup and if anything needed changing. For where I am currently, I'm very happy with all my gapping and how the clubs feel, so we basically started off with the exact same specs as last time. I explained to Mark I'd been working on a grip change, so my miss was definitely now a push due to not rotating through the ball as much as I need to be. I started off by hitting my Gen 5 irons to let Mark get a feel for how I'm hitting the ball, and quickly moved into hitting the Gen 6 irons with the P head on them. Mark was talking me through the spin rates, telling me that we were looking for around 5,500 RPM, which is exactly what we were getting, and the land angle was 44 degrees when we were looking for roughly 45. That was telling us that the setup was pretty good for my game straight off the bat. With my irons, I actually use a combo set with the Gen 5, and this was something I was looking to do again. I used the P head from wedge to 7, and then the XP head on the 6 to 4. Just give me that little bit extra forgiveness on the long irons, which is absolutely key for me. I was quite happy with the relatively standard setup, i.e. standard length, standard grip, standard loft, so I just stuck with that. I then moved on to my woods, starting with the 3 wood, which was really good at complementing the gap between my 3 hybrid and driver. Again, taking the XF head gave me a bit of confidence due to the forgiveness, and almost felt like a bulkier hybrid, which is just perfect for me. As avid fans of the channel will know, I used to own a Ladies Flex 3 wood before our partnership with PXG, so the transition to the stiff shaft men's 3 wood was a bit of a steep learning curve. The Gen 6 3 wood really made it that bit easier for me though, and I noticed a big difference in comparison to the Gen 5. As I was pretty happy with the 3 wood, I started to hit some with the hybrid, and again, shockingly going for the same setup as previous, using the Gen 6 XF head and the 19 degree variant of the hybrid. The hybrid has to be my favourite club out of the lot of them, because the trackman was showing some coming out of the toe, but I couldn't even feel it at all, and the numbers didn't change very much compared to the centre face strike. I have to say I must have been one of the easier fittings they've ever done, considering I had all my specs and was very happy with them coming into the fitting. Finally, I moved on to the driver and we started straight on with the Gen 6, the same specs as my Gen 5. Mark was immediately happy with what the spin rate and launch angle were doing. The spin rate we were looking for was between 22 and 2500 RPM, which I was within, and the launch angle of 12 to 13 degrees with my swing speed was absolutely perfect. I was set up using the XF head, once again, giving me that forgiveness on heel or toe strikes, which is something I noticed immediately in the fitting. I was very happy with this setup, and that was me sorted out for my Gen 6 clubs. The one thing I'd really take away from this fitting was the ability to look immediately and analyse your swing using the TrackMan. I could see for both my good and bad swings what my club path was, and it gave me instant feedback that I could take away and work on at the range with my brand new Gen 6 clubs. Definite bonus from the fitting. Okay guys, that is the fitting done. I'm going to take you through what I've ended up with. So for the driver, we've got a 0311 XF head. It's actually, it says 9 degree, but it's pushed back to 10. And the shaft, a 10C blue stiff. Makes a big change from the days of the Ladies Flex shaft. For the 3 wood, pretty much exactly the same. 0311 XF head, 10C blue stiff shaft. The loft is standard on this one. Can't wait to get out and hit this one off the tee. And for the hybrid, we've got Gen 6 0311 XF head again, 19 degree, got Project X, even flow. And finally, for the irons, we've got a little combo set here. So in pitch and wedge to 7, we've got the P, and in 6 to 4, we've got the XP. Just a wee bit more forgiveness on these ones, exactly what I need.
And there is the Gen 6. What is the main difference of this one?
So what we've done is you've got a little bit of weight in the heel and the back. We've shifted all of that mass into the heel. So that one where you catch it in the heel and it bleeds out to the right, because you've got more mass behind that part of the club, it's going to help with the ball flight, ball speed, everything that's going to get you hitting more fairways.
Spot on. Basically, this 3 wood, we've not changed anything apart from Gen 5 to Gen 6. Everything is the same as what the driver is in differences, and it's going 5 yards further, so happy days all round. Potentially the biggest change so far. There we have the Gen 6 hybrid, slightly weaker. Is it weaker?
Hybrid's weaker, 5 wood's a bit stronger.
Wow.
Just going to give you a bit more versatility. 5 wood, longer club, so you're going to have more speed going into it. It's going to be easier to get that shot that goes a bit higher, lands a bit softer. And then this is still going to be that versatile club out the rough and the fairway when you want to hit more of that draw shape.
Irons, these Gen 6, I tell you, they are beautiful off the face. Little buttery tight draws. Wasn't seen by me, but would love to hit them. So I've gone for a full set of Gen 6 Ps, and we're going to go with very similar specs, but we're going to go 1 more degree up right because that'll bring in the dispersion slightly from a miss right towards more neutral.
We have to obviously mention though, none of this would be possible without the support of PXG, head to toe in clobber, and a brand new set of Gen 6 clubs that we've just got in there to match. I for one am absolutely ecstatic to be getting out on the course soon to try these bad boys out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for my time here at King's Links with my master fitter, Aaron Ellis himself. Thank you very much for your time today, sir.
Very welcome.
Always a pleasure.
We hope you have enjoyed the full overview of this process we've been through to get our clubs fitted. If you want to go and check it out for yourself, all the information you need to look at PXG will be down in the video description below.
You may notice that a full bag is not complete without wedges and putter, but head over to our Instagram and our social media channels to check that out. That was all done prior in 2022 as part of that fitting.
As we've just got 2 sets of Gen 6 clubs, I'm going to do 2 times 6 times 10, 120 likes in this video. Get down there, let us meet this target because it really helps the channel out more than you could ever know. While you're down there, give us a comment, tell us what you want to see on the channel, and subscribe so that you can see those videos in the future. Thank you for watching once again, and we will see you in the next one.